Hi, my name is Shannon Gaskell, and I'll be presenting on retirement, leisure, and work counseling for the elderly. For adults who retire at the age of 65, it's estimated that they will live another 15 to 20 years. That is a significant amount of time and needs to be spent meaningfully. Counseling the elderly is expected to increase as the life expectation lengthens and baby boomers enter into retirement. The adults may be retired, preparing to retire, are unemployed and seeking employment, or are trying to find activities, hobbies, or social groups to occupy their time. And in doing so, they may face a multitude of issues. I'd like to take some time just to discuss some of these issues. One of the biggest ones is depression. It's very serious and a common problem as our population ages. It's estimated that around 25% of the elderly are reporting just depressive symptoms. There are multiple reasons why we develop depression as we get older, but often it's because of the significant life change that people experience as they age and go through all these different stages and new roles. More issues, physical and mental disabilities, poor health, illness, and loss of strength, loss of the identity found in work, gender and cultural issues. It's been found that there are differences between how men and women handle retirement, as well as across cultures. Men have been found to adjust to retirement better than women in general. Also, there's a loss of purpose that work provided. There may be some feelings of insignificance, or elders may feel as though they no longer are contributing to society in a valuable way. There's a loss of social network. There may be inadequate financial preparation for when the paychecks cease. There might not be a retirement plan, or not enough money to retire. And they may have to work longer than desired. Difficulty adjusting to new lifestyle. Maybe some boredom, not sure how to occupy time. There may be some loneliness and isolation, some anxiety, difficulty aging and accepting eventual death, dealing with the death of family and friends. There may be a restriction of independence, such as living in a nursing home or a retirement home, where there may be a lack of privacy, and maybe even moving out of the home where they spent a lot of their life in and growing, maybe raising a family. So that can be a really difficult transition. Another restriction of independence may be losing or giving up a driver's license and just having a lack of transportation, which results in staying home a whole lot, not getting out too much. Caring for an aging or ill partner. That can be difficult and stressful to look after a sick partner at a time when their own bodies are also aging and tired. For elders who are still working, they may face some discrimination at work. There can be stereotypical attitudes that they run into. Also changes in their own abilities. Perhaps they have an outdated skill set and are prone to developing a negative self-image themselves as a worker and as a person, and having that also affect their identity. Also, the working world is drastically changing due to technology. It's hard for older workers to keep up. However, there are a lot of programs. I live in Yakima, Washington, and there's this really good adult center called the Harmon Center, and it has a pretty extensive and impressive variety of activities and services, including day trips and tours, computer lab and classes. They have wheelchairs and walkers on hand, a lunch program, a library, a TV room, and volunteer opportunities. They also have crafts like oil painting, ceramics, leather tooling, wood carving, china painting, quilting, and watercolor. Ongoing activities that they provide are dances, bridge, cribbage, pinochle, and pool. They also have clubs like a dinner club and a band. For health and wellness, they have a medication review, a fitness center, a hearing screen, blood pressure monitoring, blood sugar testing. Also, they have haircuts and fitness classes. So there's quite a few things available at this senior center. And in addition, they also produce a monthly newsletter that lists activities and special events So I just found that to be a really helpful program. Another program for those who are looking to get back into work, we have a work source here in Yakima. It's actually a national program, and assists unemployed of all ages in finding work. They also work with a program called SCSEP, which is the Senior Community Service Employment Program, and that is a national program. It's a program that provides training and employment for low-income adults 55 and older who are unemployed and looking for work. Participants work an average of 20 hours a week and are paid the highest of federal, state, or local minimum wage. They are placed in a wide variety of community service activities at nonprofit and public facilities, including daycare centers, senior centers, schools, and hospitals. So I found that to be a pretty good program, and I have in the outline the websites for both of these just for more information. And the SCSCP is a national program that connects older adults with work in their community where they can get paid for providing services in their community. Another really great program that's also national is the Senior Corps. That connects adults 55 and older to volunteer opportunities in their community or nationwide. This wouldn't be something they'd be paid for. It'd just be on a volunteer basis. They also have some sub-programs, which include the Foster Grandparent Program, which connects, again, volunteers 55 and older, to mentor, help, and support children and teenagers. They also have a Senior Companion Program for the 55 and older volunteers, to connect with other adults who may need some assistance with day-to-day activities like going shopping, maybe laundry, other chores, or maybe they just need someone to come visit them. Another program is RSVP, which connects the 55 and older volunteer with community service opportunities in their area that can utilize their own unique skills and abilities and their experience. And also that fits with their availability. So I thought that those were all really good resources for someone who is either looking for work or maybe something to do volunteer-wise, or just to find a new hobby or to volunteer. As for some conclusions based on this information and the programs available, as for career counselors, for counseling elderly, I think an important aspect of that would be to do some pre-retirement and even post-retirement counseling. And both of these would be concerning the same aspects. So assessing the current social functioning. What are your support systems, your family issues and responsibilities? It's kind of looking at that before retirement and after retirement is really important, and just to know where to improve in those areas. To assess financial preparations and address concerns. If they are working, is it okay to retire? Do you have a plan, some kind of retirement plan? When are you thinking about retiring? If they already are retired, will you have to return to work? Like, are you going to have enough money to last you the next 15 or 20 years? So these are some areas that really need some focus. Also to discuss health, physical and psychological well-being, leisure and recreation and interests. What are your hobbies? Are there activities that you'd like to start, or maybe some new skills you'd like to learn? Or are you satisfied with the ones that you have and think that you'll be content? Also to identify irrational beliefs and discuss self-concept. Maybe what is preventing you from receiving additional training or from going back to work, from going to a senior center or a social group, just kind of understanding what is limiting people from where they want to be. And also addressing some of the negative concepts that they have about themselves and how to understand themselves in a more accurate way. Also assist clients in making a smooth transition from daily work to their new lifestyle. It can be a pretty big change, a big transition. Also, just in general, looking at hobbies and travel and getting more exercise. These are all important facets of life in general, and become more so for a retired adult who has extra time and needs to find things to do at that time. Hobbies and leisure don't just combat depression and boredom. In a 3-city study by 3 researchers these are French cities and I don't know how to pronounce them, but Dijon and Montpellier, France. In the study of 5,698 participants, age 65 and over, concluded participating in leisure activities when elderly may delay dementia associated with concentration and memory loss. So that's a great benefit right there of just staying active and having hobbies, keeping busy. Also, the more there's more time to do the things that you love. So you can start picking up hobbies that you wanted to before but never had the time to. So that's an important aspect to look at, is this additional time to maybe start cultivating new skills and abilities, and maybe trying something new. Traveling, whether it's short distance or long distance, or short term or long term. I know that sometimes it can be a little expensive to travel, but even if it's just a short trip, that can be very beneficial and provide some exciting and rich experiences. Getting more exercise is really important. It maintains strength, and when you think about it, that might help an older adult to be able to live independently for longer. It can help combat depression by producing endorphins. It can maintain health by preventing and potentially treating chronic diseases such as high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, obesity, and lung disease. When you're exercising more, you have more energy. It increases your flexibility, which is really important with our aging bodies to remain flexible. There's a positive correlation between exercise and long life, as well as a positive correlation between exercise and quality of life. And then just some examples: walking, hiking, tennis, golf, jogging, weightlifting, swimming, dancing, yoga. There's many ways to do a fun activity while also getting a good workout. Another important aspect to look at is whether the adult is intending to go back to work or not. Continuing education can be a point of interest and can be very fulfilling. Many colleges allow older students to audit classes for free, so that's something to look at. Also, online classes for free. Classes are offered in community art classes or technology classes. Many programs for seniors offer training for getting back into work. Volunteering is another really important aspect of retirement. It can provide meaning and purpose, as well as can bring a lot of joy. You can utilize your own personal unique skills and abilities, and also just make a positive impact on the community. That concludes my presentation, and thank you for watching.